Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we're taking a look at Cassia. In my opinion, the most underrated character in the game right now, as far as being an AD carry, you know, the marksman style character. So underrated, at least in the games that I see. Now, keep in mind, I don't play a lot of Hero League. I do play some Team League, but that's with a group of friends that can play just about anything and make it work. So, when I see Cassia's win rate on HotS because we started doing this new series where we play the bottom half of the win rate bracket, and I know that win rates aren't everything, and you have to look into why win rates are high and why win rates are low. Let's not get into that now, but it seems readily apparent that not a lot of people appreciate Cassia. So I'm going to try to win you over today. I think Cassia is fantastic. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves at the Sky Temple today. At level 1, we're going to go for Charge Strikes. Now, this was nerfed. It used to be a lot stronger, and I'll fully admit that right now. Essentially, your auto attacks are going to spread out to people in the area. But that spreading, at least used to be based on the hitbox of the person that you were attacking. So if you were hitting Azmodan, it would spread quite a long ways, because Azmodan has a giant hitbox. If you were hitting a fort, it would spread even further. Now, I do believe that was changed or reduced or something like that, but it allows Cassia to do an insane amount of damage throughout the course of a match, and actually makes Cassia one of the best energy generators for Ariel players. Arya also has some other synergies with her her blinds, being able to give Cassia critical hits later on in her talent tree. So, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff there. Our Q ability is called Lightning Fury, and this is a straight line skill shot that we can fire out at our adversaries. Our W ability is a blind that you just saw me use there for some pretty decent damage. Well, let's explain that part. Why did the blind give me damage? The blind gave me damage because of our trait. No, it's not because of our trait. It's just the passive of the W ability. Okay, I see. So the passive of our W ability is any opponent that is blinded, we're going to deal critical damage to. And basically it means that, well, we're going to be able to heal for a lot once we hit level 4 as well. So we're kind of priming ourselves for survivability later on, even though we don't necessarily have survivability right now. Now, ideally, I would have waited 1 second before I started doing this, but kind of couldn't. I pushed up a little bit too far. That was my bad. But as you can see, I was able to walk right into there and trade without too much repercussions. And that, I'm confident this time, is because of Ariel's trait. So she basically gains an insane amount of physical armor when she is moving, which allows you to push up into teams like no one else in the game can, and then escape. Just walk right out of there like nothing's going on. Because you get 65% damage reduction, which is just an absurd amount of damage reduction from basic auto attacks. So in games like this, where we're going up against a Tychus, we're good. We're doing it. We're living the dream. So Samuro attacking me here, we can just kind of walk away. We will go ahead and turn our cleaving auto attack on though. Try to push in here a little bit. Maybe go on that Stukov. Fantastic. And keep hitting this Morales as she's getting away. So the complexity of Cassia, and I was talking to Moon about this the other day. This was his theory. The complexity of Cassia comes into just the simple fact that you have to attack move. You have to stutter step. You have to marine micro. And that's something I'm good at when I'm thinking about it and terrible when I'm not. So if you don't know what that is, I do have a video on a subject. I'll try to find it and put it at the end of this video. But essentially, it's getting the most movement out of your character as humanly possible. So in between each auto attack, you want to be moving, you want to be repositioning. Just these little types of micro repositioning can save you a lot of a headache in the long run. So that's what we're going to try to do in situations like this. Kind of wish Genji would have gone in on that a little bit more, but we should be able to just straight up walk away from that Tychus with very little repercussions. So you can see we're at 12,000 damage right now, and if I was queuing with my girlfriend, we do this combo all the time, Ariel Cassia, I'd be sitting at 20,000 already. Like, it's just an absurd amount of damage that you could just walk in and do when you have confidence in your team that they're going to be backing you up. It's quick match, so I'm kind of reeling that back just a little bit. But the simple concepts are still there. The dive forward that you keep seeing me do is from our E ability. That's called Fend, and that simply allows us to dive at a target. Let's go ahead and get a blind here. Dive at a target, and then heal if we blinded them because of our trait. But basically hit a frontal cone. We stab a lot every time we deal damage. We're going to be healing with Ring of the Leech. And it's a pretty good way to not only do burst damage, but also gap close on top of targets, and also get a lot of sustain in the right situation. We were taken down there, unfortunately, not too big of a deal. Kind of overcommitted. But that's okay. So, I'm torn here, right? I know this is my channel and I should be able to do whatever I want, but I'm a walking medical disaster, so to speak. And I'm sick a lot, and I know that, and most of you know that. But I get people who are like, Pallytime says he's sick a lot. Is this kind of a running joke that I just don't get? Because we do have a lot of inside jokes here on this channel. And then I get people that are like just tired of me saying that I'm sick. Like, but I don't know. I don't know what to do in that situation. But my throat is on fire. I don't know what I did in Boston this weekend, but whatever it was, I'm sorry. I will never do it ever again. Just get this fire out of my throat. It's awful. So, if I sound like a prepubescent teenager more so than normal, that's why. It's like hot lava every time I talk. Oh, they ninja'd a camp from us. Oh, that's Samro. He's so sneaky. The bottom objective is up, and I do need to go down there. We should be meeting our team down there. But we can also probably just kill his Tychus. Now, one thing I don't fully utilize on Cassia is casting her Q all the time. It's on a 2-second cooldown. Like I said, it's a straight line skill shot that just does a little bit of damage. And then when it impacts, it does kind of radiate off into the other area. Like, it splits like a cross. And it is... Whoa! Whoa! Sorry, I didn't notice I was being attacked. Fuck me. And it can do a lot of damage, but I'm more focused on moving and using blinds and fending than I am about just hitting that Q all the time. It is a pretty fucking solid amount of burst damage, though. Dude, my bad, team. I fed there. I seriously just walked in and took damage from Tychus without doing anything. I think I was talking with my hands at the time. Unfortunately, Samuro is pushing the top lane pretty hard here with the help of Lieutenant Morales. We might be able to gap close on him, but we got to spin a friendship, so I will honor it. I'll honor the spin at least one time. Now, I actually like picking up Valkyrie more than Lightning Ball, but I think with a team with Samuro on it, we're actually going to get a lot of value out of that Lightning Ball. Lightning Ball essentially just bounces as long as someone is in the area for it to bounce to, and that could bounce to either me or to enemy players. So it allows us to do a lot of damage to a clumped up enemy team, and let's be honest, when you have a Samuro and you have a Lieutenant Morales and most of your team is fucking melee, or at least in melee range with the let's see, can I hit him? There we go. With the example of Tychus, I mean, he's basically melee range. Then you can get a lot done with that. It can do a massive amount of damage. We should try to stop their jungling at some point. We do have a numbers advantage here, but Genji is not with us, so we should be a little worried at least. Let's go ahead and cast that ball. Unfortunately, I did miss that heal, but we should be able to take down Tychus, I hope. Well, maybe not. We'll let him go. We'll let him go. We did separate from our team a bit. I do want to re-engage on this. We'll go in with the Fend and heal up a lot. Now Malthael is cut off. We'll turn on our AoE, take down Tychus, take down Malthael, and continue pushing in versus this enemy team. I like this engage. I like this engage a lot. Beautiful. Now, the talent we picked up at level 7 allows us to activate our trait in order to do AoE damage. And that's another thing I need to improve on with my Cassia play. I find this incredibly hard to notice when it's glowing. And I wish there was some other kind of visual representation for that. Because, I mean, let's say you're in the middle of a fight and you're staring at the enemy team. You're worried about your positioning. You're worried about attack moving. Being able to notice a little bit of a glow on your fucking trait, I think is like, it's real hard to do. We can definitely fight this. We'll go in here on their Stukov, do a lot of damage, get that lightning bouncing, shall we? That should finish him off, no problem. See, I did my AoE there, and then we'll finish off this Morales with the help of Malthael and Brightwing teleporting in at the end. Now, you have two options here. I actually really like picking up the slow here, but a lot of people just absolutely swear by the cooldown reduction. And the bonus to the cooldown reduction is if you are using your Q every time it's off cooldown, it's just a flat DPS increase. It just makes your ability you're already using a lot simply better. But you'll notice with the Tychus earlier, he managed to kind of get away from me and run under his tower, and I feel like the slow here alleviates that problem. Your Q only has a 4-second cooldown. I think I said 2-second cooldown earlier. That wasn't accurate. It just feels like it. But you're going to slow the guy for 1.5 seconds, so that allows you to make up for like 2 or 3 steps and just stay in range really, really easy. Going in with no fear on the Morales here. We are taking a look. Oh, I missed the slow. That probably cost us the kill. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That was my fault. That was completely my fault. Let's go ahead and clear this lane. Genji is having a little bit of fun down the bottom lane. Maybe we can help him out with that. Stukov is running on in. We'll go ahead and blind Stukov. Jump in on this, get a lot of damage off with that blind. And unfortunately still missing every fucking ability in the book, but we'll go ahead and use our ultimate. The lightning ball is bouncing. We can fend in here on Sup. Come on, give me a fend target. There we go. And we should be able to finish off this Stukov. I fucking hope. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is making me so sad. Oh, I'm a failure. I let everybody down. I'm an absolute fucking failure. Charge Strikes is off cooldown, so I could start using that again. One of the great things about Cassia, too, that I haven't really said yet, is I think she's a fantastic example of an AD carry that can perform in any situation. We are going to go for Pierce here, so our Q ability can go through multiple targets now. I think she's a great example of a character that can do well not only in quick match, but in solo queue, just going in by yourself, or in team league with your friends. She kind of fits into every situation, simply because she has that self-heal that's so damn strong. I would really love to fend in here. Oh well, we'll just land the Q, and then back up. She has the damage reduction if you can get used to moving at the right time. She has the AoE DPS capabilities. If the enemy team clumps up too much, you could punish that with the lightning ball. Like, she really does have stuff for every kind of situation. And they managed to do that without making her a hyper mobility character like Genji, which I honestly have a lot of respect for. I think Genji fucking really made this game feel entirely different just by being introduced in a way that I don't necessarily like. Don't get me wrong, Genji's a fun character, but what he did in the game isn't necessarily fun, in my opinion. Top lane's being pushed real hard again by that Samael. He's getting that split lane XP. Looks like Malthael's going to head up there and deal with that. One thing that you can also do with Cassia is kind of solo camps relatively easily. You just need to throw the blind out, and then you can fend off that shit. Kind of thought we were going to get a little bit of help here. You coming? Okay, apparently I lied. We're taking way too much damage. But I could have been using my Q that whole time as well, so. Okay, you can take siege giant camps, alright? Not those. There is a build where you get cooldown reduction on blind, though, that might,
My temple's power has
yeah, you might be able to do it with Seraph's Hymn. That might be okay. I might look into that in the future. Looks like we are fighting a little bit in the middle lane here. That Stukov is out of position. The slow does land. I don't think I'll be able to catch up to him. And he did hit me with some goop, so let's just back up a little bit here. They are taking some camps in the bottom lane. Not too worried about it. Looks like Genji's going in a little bit, and he's going to be severely punished for that. Getting pushed into their core. He's actually right here in their base right now. Not too sure how to get him out. I guess we have to push middle and get him an exit. So let's do that. Maybe not. Maybe he was too far gone, team. Kind of overcommitted there with the lightning, but I really thought they were going to try a lot harder to kill me. I clicked on the fucking minimap. I didn't want to go in there, but they were faster than me. Hopefully no one else dies for it. So if we take a look at damage done, I'm not even playing particularly well today. We're already looking at 60,000. A lot of that is just kind of AoE splash damage. But you can see on some of these ganks where I do catch someone off by themselves, like the Tychus a little bit earlier on, a lot of that is just straight up burst damage too, if you can do your whole combo properly. We do have the enemy team pushing that middle fort down. Looks like we are going to lose it. They are pushed up really, really far here. And if the enemy team does decide to engage, they could do a lot of damage. Genji is in his way in. Unfortunately, we don't have our Stukov up. So, Mathiel is fighting in something that he's outnumbered in for the moment. But Genji going in with the Dragon Blade is going to be dealing some pretty hefty damage to that back line. Tychus is going to be taken down as he's trying to escape. And it looks like we are going to pick up a kill on Lieutenant Morales as well. Genji doing a great job of doing that thing that Genji does. Who would have thought he'd be good at it? We can either go for that bottom objective or just push middle. I'm feeling pretty confident in my ability to stay alive, so I'm just going to push middle a little bit. They'll get more value from the objective if I can kill middle. You know, we're not wasting shots on a building that'll die in a few hits, so if we can push in with this wave, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Stukov soloing a camp right now. I want to get to the building before it, oh god, oh god, oh lord. I was gonna say, I want to get to the building before the fucking, Sky Temple starts shooting at it, but I don't think we'll be able to do that. We're gonna go for the lightning ball bounces indefinitely, once again, specifically for the Samuro. Every time it bounces, we're gonna be getting cooldown reductions, so we can throw out more lightning balls than we would be able to otherwise. Oh, it's starting to be fucking healed up too. What, did Morales get the stim? Or the mule? I think she did. Let's see if we can poke it down. Yeah, get you going. There we go. So, I 100% think we could just trade here. So, I don't want to back down too much. Lightning balls out. We turned on our cleaving auto attack, so we just want to keep auto attacking. Stim Mathiel. I mean, he doesn't really auto attack that much. Where'd my healers go? Oh no. I kind of got separated from the pack there, unfortunately. And it looks like we might be losing this fight. I really thought we had that. I really thought we had that. Huh. Yeah, I guess that was my fault for getting split too far. I really thought we were pushing in. Oh well. That happens. We still got 2 keeps. Looks like the enemy team is going for boss right now, though. It's going to take him probably 15 seconds to get that or something. So by the time we're up, we're going to be able to deal enough damage to that boss that I'm not too worried about it. As long as Brightwing doesn't feed here, which kind of looks like she's wanting to do. Going in versus 4 people there by herself. Not worth the risk at all. It's quite simply not worth the risk at all. We were fine, but if these 2 die now, then we are definitely not okay. The Emerald Wind is used. Looks like it does have the upgrade as well, so she is going to be able to get out of there. The objective is up in the middle of the map, but we also have to defend against this boss down here, so I'm going to make my way down to that. Unfortunately, can't blind the boss. I wanted to. I really wanted to. Alright, can't we? Nah. Can you do something like blind buildings or something? No, that was Jaina. Jaina can make buildings cold, so she deals more damage to them. I always thought that was kind of weird. Like the building cares whether or not it's cold, whether or not it has a little ice on it. There's a fight going on at this shrine here. The enemy team is currently in possession of both of them, so we do need to stop this. Stim drone being used on Morales. Oh no, she got the upgrade? I didn't even know there was a fucking upgrade for that shit. Alright, Malthael taken down, and we'll just continue pushing against this enemy team as long as we can. Looks like we are going to lose our Brightwing, however. So maybe we won't be pushing too far. Samuro is on top of me here. I'm currently attempting to back out. There we go. Just needed to make a little space. The other good thing about having the slow on your Q is that if you are being chased, you can kind of deter them away with that. So I don't think we're going to lose our base here. I don't think so. But we are definitely outnumbered. We'll heal up a little bit off of that. Actually took way more damage from the minion wave than I was expecting there. But we have our trait primed. We can use that whenever we want, like right now. Okay. Okay. Lieutenant Morales is back in her base, holding that down. So at least they didn't commit everything to that push. Or was she dead? She may have been dead. I don't remember. I just remember her walking away with that stim drone. Really caught me off guard. Increases the duration of stim drum, and Lieutenant Morales also gains the effect. Huh. Totally forgot that was even an option. Oh, Genji going in without fear, jumping in on top of that. We have another lightning ball ready to go, and I'm going to throw it out the second I get here. Go ahead and pop our trait as well, get those cleaving auto attacks going, and we are going to take down Malthael. We're also going to try to slow down this Stukov. Stukov did unfortunately miss his knockback there. Unfortunately for him, great for us. None of those are the real Samuro, so we should be trying to push in on core right now, if at all possible. We're just running in different directions. Core, please. I mean, everybody's in the top lane. Everybody's just in the... No, not our core. Fuck me. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're not doing that then. We gotta do something here. I tried to deal some damage to their Morales while she was pushed up. Decent bounces there. Samuro taken down. Here we go, we slowed Morales. And it looks like we have at least a couple seconds to hit the core now. Don't worry, Malthael's gonna get that top shrine so we can deal damage to fucking nothing. We'll go ahead and kill Stukov, why not? Or try to anyway. I don't need to cast spells to kill you. Malthael for the enemy team is up and about. Don't worry about it. Good job! Good job! We killed that keep! No, I won't say that part. I won't say that part. You know, generally speaking, this was one of the better quick match games I've had recently. What is up with my webcam settings? So remember a while ago when I was setting up this dual cam thing? And I was like, well, we can go here. And we have one camera to do this. It's this camera here. See? And then when I go here, it's this camera. It still only saves the settings of one camera. And I thought it was because the other Logitech webcam I bought was a piece of shit. But it turns out it just has trouble saving both settings. And someone told me a workaround. I just don't remember what it was. So, not the best Cassia game I've ever played, but I still think I got my point across relatively well. She's very, very versatile. If you dual Q with an Ariel, you're an unstoppable machine. And I think she's severely underrated as far as picking up a character that can carry games. You don't have to be the hypermobile Genji. You can simply be the Cassia, here to wreck shit. So this is a build I use in most games. I go for charge strikes because it spreads like crazy. Again, I probably didn't use it enough in this game. Ring of Leech, so we can heal whenever we attack a blinded target. Great for sustain. Surge of Light, that's how we detonate our trait. I have a really hard time noticing this. That'll come with more time on Cassia. But I wish there was a better indicator for that. Ball of Lightning, specifically for the Samuro. I wanted to get a lot of bounces there, deal a lot of damage. Specifically to tie in with our level 20 upgrade, so I could use our ultimate more often. If they didn't have the Samuro, I probably would have gone for Valkyrie and just try to land it on Morales as much as possible. Then Grounding Bolt, Pierce, and we already talked about the level 20 upgrade. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My voice held up relatively well. I don't know what we're doing next. I'm going to take it one day at a time, even though I am still in the middle of my giant travel session. So I do have to get some stuff pre-recorded. I don't want to completely ruin my voice. I want to get over this as soon as possible. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll link that attack moving video because it's really important with Cassia. If you haven't seen it before, go ahead and take a look.